An Arsenal corner, is it, or just a throw? Corner. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1, getting a little tighter than we thought that it was.
Yeah, a little nervous. A little nervous. Well, we're waiting to see. What we got? 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. We'll see what.
Plus
what?
I
don't think it's going to be a lot. I think it might be 5.
Yeah, 5.
5 at the most. In comes the in-swinger, cleared away, and that's going to be another corner. That'll do.
Well, if it stays there for the next 5 minutes, I'll be very happy.
That'll do.
All of a sudden, I've become very nervous.
So Arsenal with another corner. We are into the 90th minute here at the Emirates. Saka waits, another in-swinger. Goal now would do it.
I'm not sure who.
6, I think. I think it's going to be 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's coming on, but
if he's coming, the in-swinger, it's flicked up, and Nketiah is there on the goal line. Bentley's taken him out, hasn't he? Well, Nketiah's still on the deck. Wolves have possession. Nketiah's still down. Now he's back up on his feet because Bentley's put him on his feet. It's all a bit comical in the 6-yard box of Wolves, but Wolves come forwards here. Kilman, Nketiah wants to go down, and Bentley just keeps helping him up.
I'll tell you what, this game is...
Doherty, left-hand side, looks to roll it back. Nketiah, he's okay and sprinting back now. Wolves continue. Here is Kilman.
Oh, I've got an uneasy feeling. Oh, dear, dear.
Curled in by Semedo, cleared away as far as Doyle. Back towards Sarabia. Sarabia's just giving it straight to an Arsenal player. We've got a Wolves player down inside the area. 6 minutes of added on time. Wolves have it at the moment. They've still got one of their players. It's Hwang down inside the area at the moment, but Wolves have got possession, so miracle upon miracles. He's got himself back up on the off the deck again. Wolves come forward. Kalajic is waiting to come on, the giant striker. Here is Sarabia. And now it's with Semedo, and eventually for Doyle.
Just amazing how a goal completely changes the complexion of a game.
Sarabia, it's a good ball here for Semedo inside the area. Big chance, but it won't fall for Hwang. They're claiming handball against Gabriel.
Why are you claiming handball? It hits him on the thigh and it might hit him on the hand. It's never been a penalty.
Ødegaard wins it for Arsenal. This is Bukayo Saka. He's got Havertz racing forward, and he's also got Trossard as well. Trossard gets the touch, the ball goes out of play. Wolves have a throw. Saka's down at the moment. The referee says wait, because I think there is
it's not a penalty.
A penalty to check.
It hit him on the thigh and then up onto the arm, if anything.
We're going to have another look.
No, it's not even hit his arm. It's not even touched him on the arm. Well, if they get a penalty here, it's not even touched his arm. Why are they all running like madmen as if... I thought, God, it's got to hit him on the arm here. It's actually hit him on the thigh and then on the chest.
No pen.
No penalty, because there's no penalty. Boy, am I still waiting? What are they doing? He's still reviewing. Oh, don't. You're absolutely driving me mad.
We're going to see a change here.
What is going on?
Kivior and Jorginho coming on. Saka is coming off. But first of all, the Wolves change. Doyle off and Kalajic is coming on.
Wow, are we still... What are they doing?
Well, first of all, the Wolves change. They're making a right Horlicks of the changes.
I don't know about the changes. Has the penalty thing been wiped away?
Yeah, I think there's no pen. We didn't even see the VAR screen come up here at Emirates.
Well, they definitely checked it, because I watched the assistant say to Gary O'Neill, wait for the check. Wait for the check.
Number 20, Jorginho.
So changes confirmed. Kivior, Jorginho on, Ødegaard and Saka off, and the Wolves change. Tommy Doyle off and Kalajic on. And referee has waived penalty claims away. Well, we've had 3 minutes of the added on 6, but the referee might give Wolves another minute.
Oh, they're going to give them more than that.
We're going to restart with a free kick here for Arsenal, which Gabriel will take. Over towards that right-hand side. Havertz wins the header. That's good work from the German. This is Eddie Nketiah, who hit the post, of course. And now Wolves suddenly win it back, and they come forward on the left-hand side. Kalajic is on. Gabriel is across, shoving the back by the giant striker, the substitute. It's not going to help Gary O'Neill at all.
What do we reckon? 4 minutes left?
I think there might be 3. It's impossible to know, isn't it?
It is now.
Because they add minutes to the minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
well, that's
problem,
what we said. Well, it was 6, wasn't there? Yeah. So we got to. How much did we play before we had all that? Maybe. Do we reckon we had 2?
2.
Yeah. So we. Yeah. 4.
3.
Put it this way, you're not getting away early.
David Raya gets ready to take. Punts it long. And Ketcher backs in. Totti Gomez wins the header, flick forward, and then back by Ben White. Here is Gabriel to put the laces through it, and then Ketcher will chase it down. He chases everything down. Totti Gomez does well, takes the touch, plays it towards Doherty, deep inside Wolves territory though here, and then Wolves with Dawson. Dawson plays a good ball over towards Semedo on this near side. Well, we've had 5 minutes to the added on 6, but obviously we're going to go a little longer than the 6.
There's another at least 2.5, 3 minutes.
Here is Kilman.
Game's just changed completely, hasn't it?
Now it's with
such a sloppy goal as well.
And Arsenal fans staying to see this over the line because, well, it's a big one. Arsenal can go 4 clear at the top of the Premier League if they hold out. Dawson coming forward though here, up against Rice, plays it towards Sarabia. Sarabia tries to clip it in field, but it hits Trossard. Now it's with Traoré. Sarabia does manage to get the ball, and it's towards Kalajic, who's a giant striker. He wins the first header, but not the second. It's headed away by Declan Rice. Here is Hwang, forward towards Kalajic. Now it's with Doherty. He will lay it off for Traoré. Traoré, central position. Referee gets in the way, plays a clever ball out to the left-hand side. Curl back in. It's away by Declan Rice. We're into the 7th minute of added on time here, as it's back towards Totti Gomez, and now it's with Semedo, whose attempted cross is blocked by Nketiah, only as far as Gomez. Now it's with Traoré. Wolves still have it. Big diagonal trying to get to Sarabia in, but the ball goes out of play. Gary O'Neill is going absolutely mad on the sidelines here. Surely this is going to be the last act. We've had 7. Arsenal fans, you can hear, willing their side home here for a big win. First game in December, 1st of 8, and to go 4 clear. Zinchenko with a throw. Referee's not got the whistle in his mouth at the moment. It bounces around. Dawson has it. Traoré has it. Trossard wins it back, and then it's thumped away by Kivior. Only as far as Totti Gomez, and still we go on into the 8th minute of added on time here at the end of this fixture. Doherty goes long. Kalajic inside the penalty area. Sarabia will take it down, and then curl inside the box towards the far post. David Raya comes and claims, and that might just be that. Drops to the ground. Mikel Arteta does some more shouting below us. Raya says get a bit further forward. He's going to go long. And Nigel, I reckon that it's going to be harder than it should have been at 2-0 after 15 minutes, but the win is imminent.
Well, I don't think the referee's going to blow. I think he's just told Declan Rice there's time to go yet.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Long punt forward. Wolves have got a free kick here.
Throw in, isn't it?
Is it a throw?
Yeah, still going. I told you, this could go on forever. I don't know where I knew there would be extra time, but I don't know where the rest.
I don't know where this is coming from.
I don't know where the rest of this time's coming from, honest.
Semedo will knock it back. Thumped forward by Bentley. Long for Kalajic, beaten in the air by Saliba, and that's going to be a free kick to Arsenal by a tug. And we're into the 9th minute of added on time. Well, it was 6, and the referee is just allowing it to go on. And Gabriel is not taking it from the right place.
Just punt it as far forward as you can. Straight over there to Kai Havertz. Go on.
It's going to be a yellow card somewhere. Who to? Cunha, is it, for complaining? It is.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
David Raya gets ready to take. Well, the game is going to last the best part of 100 minutes today.
He'll blow this time. Watch him blow now. As soon as this ball goes out, he'll blow.
Long punt to the right-hand side, and that is full time. Well, hard fought certainly, but the Gunners get over the line. The opening quarter of an hour was key. Goals from Saka and from Ødegaard. Before that, late reply from Wolves gave the Gunners some nervous moments, Nigel, but in the end, Arsenal get the job done.
Yeah, it got very nervous towards the end. I mean, maybe the game in the week just took it out of Arsenal in the second half. We had control of the second half for large periods, but I kept saying to you, I think we need the third one today just to make it really calm. And then when Wolves scored, it was just like, well, just got to see it out. And Arsenal did see it out.
They did indeed. Many thanks to Nigel Winterburn. An awful lot to discuss, as per usual, with all of the crew upstairs as we hand you back to Nick and to Adi and all of the gang. Arsenal going 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League after a crucial win over Wolves. It's finished here. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1.
We like that. Top of the league, Clarke. Look, we were made to sweat. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect the second half to finish the way that it did, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
I had no sweat. I had zero sweat for about 80 minutes. I thought this is actually a bit dull. Like, we're so in control. It's so easy. And then that last 15 was a little bit twitchy, wasn't it? Didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the 10 minutes of injury time that came from nowhere. It was... a bit more nerve-wracking than it should have been, but win's a win. And what we said at half-time, we need that third goal against Wolves, because if they get one, they are the sort of team that could go and get another goal, because they've got goals in them. So I'm relieved as much as anything that we got 3 points, but absolutely deserved.
Yeah, I mean, we were chatting about it just in here. It's quite frustrating because they didn't have a sniff, you know what I mean? They couldn't get near us, and then we gifted them a bit of a goal, and then kind of the last 10 minutes, you're sweating.
Yeah, look, the defence has been brilliant, we know that, but we just sort of overconfident a little bit at the back, and Zinchenko was a little bit sloppy with the ball played out, and to his credit, Cunha has picked out the top corner with a really good shot, but it was an avoidable goal, wasn't it? And I look at all the goals that we've conceded, or most of the goals, very rarely we get a good goal scored against us. I think often they are a gift. Fortunately, we've stopped giving up those gifts in recent times, but today we offered one up, and it was taken. And yeah, it made things really, really twitchy. But yeah, thankfully we got the job done. The bottom line is, even though we didn't really push ourselves second half, we should have scored at least 2. Yeah. Because I remember we had quite a lot of efforts, but Trossard went through 1v1, should have scored.
Marty hit the post.
Yes, we had a hit, and Eddie and Nketiah. Eddie and Nketiah went through 1-on-1, hit the post. Martinelli first half hit the post. So yeah, I mean, if we'd have won this 5-1. That wouldn't have been unfair on Wolves.
Yeah, right, I think we should just get straight into the first thing that we can take from today's performance then. Our first 2 Premier League goals inside the first 15 minutes this season won us the match. Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it at half-time, didn't we? We were out of the blocks, and that's the way I like. I'll be honest, that's the way I like doing it. Like, get the goals early and just, you know, make the other team.
We were just chatting a moment or two ago about the Invincibles, weren't we? And about how how they used to do it. Just to go bang. They used to just put teams away early doors and then just cruise home. But the remarkable thing is that in the first 15 minutes of league matches before today, we were 2-0 down. We hadn't scored a single goal in the first 15 minutes. So all of this confidence on minute to win it for those early goals was a little bit misplaced in a way, because we just haven't done it in the league. But today, thankfully, we did, and it was a good job, isn't it? Because after that, even though we dominated, we couldn't score again. So yeah, look, it was all about that fast start, and that's a habit we need to really bring into the game, because what it does, if you can score early against the underdogs, it kills their game plan, because they have to then score a goal to get back into the game, and it means that they have to come out and leave gaps. The longer it goes 0-0, the tougher it can be. Yeah. It can become a real grind. So that's why fast starts are so important for teams like Arsenal. Today we had it, and it's earned us the win.
Not that you know, we will particularly care. But if I was a Wolves fan, I'd be a bit annoyed that, you know, what we saw in the last 10 minutes, we didn't see any of that from Wolves before that, you know.
Yeah,
but
they just couldn't get the ball, could they? I think we just were too smooth moving it around. I mean, there was, even though it got a little bit dull at times, we were still moving it around lovely. It was still some good football. It was just that we. It's the old Wengerism, isn't it? But we did have the handbrake on a little bit. We were sort of winning but not exerting ourselves, and we almost paid the price.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at the second thing we can take from the game then. And it's this: despite the disappointment of conceding, we had to change this, I'll be honest. Despite the disappointment of conceding, this was another controlled display. Yeah, I mean, look, the last 10 minutes aside, you know, we really kind of controlled the game, didn't we?
Yeah, no, it was total control. I mean, they barely had any touches in our box. I mean, we sit here this end, and in the second half, even though Wolves won that second half 1-0, the ball wasn't really at our end of the pitch, was it? It was all at the far end. So no, we were pretty good at controlling games now. And on another day, we would have got at least 2 more goals from that possession football in the second half. Saka hit one that almost went into the top corner as well. There were enough chances. So no, I'm pleased with it. I mean, it's not that exciting, is it? I mean, I don't know what you think about what do you think about the control, Colin? About it's a little bit less wild and exciting compared to last season, but I feel that this way of playing will stand us in good stead in the long term.
I think in this era of the Premier League, I think you need it. We've seen Man City's just a powerhouse, how they control games, and to be able to close them out like that. I know Arteta said at one time the 300,000 passes in the opposition end, and you need that to be able to feel comfortable there. I'm just happy I kept my Emirates record 3-0 now. So
3-0,
He's welcome back.
Yeah, the first time I was ever here was 5 years ago today at a North London derby. You know, Torreira rips his shirt off. So nice anniversary. I don't know. You have any thoughts?
I remember that game.
Well, no, that was a great game. No, it's the same. I think just controlling our emotions, controlling the game, and just being able to kind of, what we should have done, take the life out of games and control them to the end. And but it's better to give away goals like that when you're 2-0 up rather than when it's 0-0. So yeah,
exactly. Look, if we'd have been 3-0 up, as we should have been with those 2 1-on-1s, that would have been a consolation goal that no one would have cared about. But because it was, you know, one more and they got the point, that's why we got so nervous.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the third and final thing we can take from the game today then, and it's this: our mesmeric second goal proved Mikel Arteta's class of 23-24 are clicking. Yeah.
I mean, it's a beaut, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's one of those ones that I think, you know, in the highlights reel, it'll be in there, you know, like for the season for sure.
Yeah, look, you know, if you put together the highlights, you know, on Match of the Day tonight, there'll be some really good bits from Arsenal, and those sort of 10 or 15 minute spells where not a lot happened are kind of eradicated, and then you pick out the good bits and you piece it all together. It's a good attacking performance where we've sliced open a pretty good Wolves team, a Wolves team that beat Spurs, a Wolves team that drew with Liverpool, a Wolves team that beat Manchester City. I mean, they've had some amazing results, mainly at home, I have to say, but they've played all of the top teams and they've been super competitive in all of them. That no one has blown Wolves away, and really we threatened to blow them away in the game. And that second goal for me was one of the highlights of the season. There's been a few, but that was a really nice goal that just sort of showcases Arteta ball, whatever you want to call it, just the Arsenal way of playing the game. And yeah, I just want to see a few more of them moving forward.
Yeah, it puts us 4 points clear at the top of the table. That's what I was just getting up on my device here, just to have a look, because it's nice to see.
Okay.
But, you know, I know Manchester City are a beast, and we saw that last season, you know, but it does put pressure on, you know, any team that's chasing. It puts pressure on.
It's early to talk about pressure, I think, but as we know, in a way, I'd rather come from behind to win it, because when you're there at the top, it can be more nerve-wracking, can't it? But look, if we are going to front run, I'd rather have a nice big cushion than the small cushion when you've got Man City chasing you, because they're course and distance experts. You know that they're going to finish the season brilliantly. You basically, from February onwards, you've got to assume Man City are winning every game, because they kind of do every year. Liverpool aren't too shabby either this season, so it's going to be really, really tough. But I am as confident, if not slightly more confident, right now than I was at any stage of last season, just because of the control that we've got, and because of Saliba being a year older and wiser, and because of Declan Rice. So yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, well, Manchester City take on them lot up the road tomorrow at 4:30. I'm hoping for
Do you want to win?
Nice 10-all draw with loads of red cards. You know,
I mean, it is one of those games you want them both to lose,
Yeah.
don't you? But genuinely, I mean, what do we want? We want. We want Spurs. It just feels wrong to say it, doesn't it?
It's difficult because, you know, we're Arsenal and we never want Spurs to win. But I think you kind of have to try put it into context. Man City, they just put these runs together. If a team's going to fall away, you know, it's going to be Spurs, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I feel sick saying
the Tottenham
it,
way.
but I do want them to win the game.
history of the Tottenham.
Just keep it on the low down.
Yeah. All right, Clarke, thank you very much. Thank you to our studio audience as well. You guys have been absolutely brilliant. And thank you for watching the Breakdown live at home. We will be back on Tuesday. God, the games are coming thick and fast for that trip to Luton. I know a lot of the away fans are excited to go and sit in someone's living room to watch that match. But we will be here at Emirates Stadium for it. It's a 8:15 kickoff. Weird time, I know. But join us an hour before 7:15 on Arsenal.com and the app. And we'll see you then. Take care.